All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, Greenwood Stock Trading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, let's talk about Godzilla vs. King Kong. Great fucking movie. IMDb gave it a 7.4 out of 10. Rotten Apples, 80%. Metacritic's 61%. The fans say 96% for this movie, but sometimes when the Google thumbs up, it goes up before it was actually released. But a lot of times you can find it on the Fire Stick. But the budget was $160 to $200 million. It was a great movie. You know, one of the dudes on Facebook, everybody that follow me on my actual Facebook page, I'm out for another like 8 hours. But when this was a great movie, man. A great movie. Okay. I'm looking. Okay. This is a great movie, bro. Great movie. I mean, to get the movie review playlist, hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, find said shit. I just can't say great movie. One of my boys on Facebook was like, you know, Chris, he know it's on. When they gonna start fighting? So I started watching it after he said that. Well, I was watching while he said it. He looking like, it's a great movie, dude. Like at first, you know, it started off, you know, spoilers, but everybody know it's spoiler alert, but I don't care. It's on HBO Max, where you go to movies to see it. HBO Max like $15 a month. I had it for a few months. Mortal Kombat come out next month, but it's at the movie theater if your movie theater's open. It basically started off with got King Kong in this they got him in this controlled environment, and you know he in the controlled environment. He throw the spear out. They didn't know that old girl daughter can communicate. He knew sign language. They communicated. You know, so long story short, they do convince them. I think Apex is an evil company. They convinced old boy that they can, you know, basically get to the power source where King Kong, you know, where he come from, all his power, you know. So then he go to the controlled environment with Kong and stuff, and they get them to get Kong to go to Antarctica and go to his original home. That's under the earth. Long story short, Apex evil. They wanted the real power source to power this fake Godzilla. So they was wondering why Godzilla at this point in this timeline or this version of Godzilla attacked, right? He attacked Florida because he knew King Kong was in Florida, right? So old girl wanted to protect Kong because she didn't think that he can fuck with Godzilla. Okay. Long story short, they moved Godzilla to Antarctica so he can get to his original power source. Godzilla attacked in Hong Kong, and what happened with him attacking in Hong Kong was they had a fake Godzilla. Spoiler alert, by the way, whole video. They had a fake Godzilla, right? And the fake Godzilla was meant to take out the original Godzilla to replace him. So Apex was creating this fake Godzilla and stuff, and so long story short, the regular people thought Kong was back to being the villain, which he never was a villain. They thought he was attacking for no reason, but it was King Kong, and Apex had a fake machine King Kong, all right? You know, and, you know, that's what it was about, man. And it really, you know, they actually had different storylines. You know, they had the black guy and the kids trying to, you know, sneak into Apex. The dude had a podcast, the black guy, and he worked for Apex. He was trying to really unveil their secrets and stuff, and long story short, they took him back to Apex, in which, you know, Apex was creating a fake Godzilla. You know, they found out, and they were trying to make Godzilla look like the villain. But, you know, the graphics was great. The storyline was a bit different, but, you know, it was just a good movie. I didn't really feel like they needed to fight for it to be a good movie because the storyline was so good. But originally, they was transporting King Kong to Antarctica, and they had him tied down. Long story short, they figure out that he knew sign language, and they had him to trust him. And then Godzilla came to get him. So they, you know, Godzilla come in, beat him up, while he's shackled up. They flip the boats over. They refuse to let King Kong go because they need him to get to the power source because Apex wants them to get the power. Long story short, they almost died. They released King Kong. He in the water fighting Godzilla. Godzilla basically get the best of him. He beat up King Kong the first time. They turned all the boats and stuff off, so King Kong thought they was dead. I mean, Godzilla thought they was dead. He left. Then they finally took King Kong to the power source. Great graphics and stuff of that nature. And Godzilla, you know, he goes back to Hong Kong because he senses the fake Godzilla. And long story short, they take the sample of the power, they send it to the sample, the dude, the Apex's daughter, sent it back to them. They recreate it, they pose to test it, but they put it in Godzilla, the fake Godzilla. He power up, kill the Apex guy, then they get the bank. But then first, King Kong, Godzilla, since King Kong again, while he in Hong Kong trying to get the fake Godzilla, he shoots a power thing through the ground. Kong see it, they come out, and they just get the banking. Godzilla get the best of him, but then the big fake Godzilla get the best of him after they get the power in him. Then Kong come back, they jump him. It's just to be honest, it's just a great movie, dude. The acting was great, the graphics was great. Everything was great about the movie, bro. I just really don't have nothing bad to say about it. It wasn't too much storyline. Remember that Godzilla that came out like 2000? People said it was too much talking, but it had a great storyline, man. And I felt that Godzilla was more powerful than King Kong to begin with. And King Kong had this little wand, this little spear, whatever you call it, and he had his power. So Kong can't shoot nothing out of his mouth, but he had a spear. And they both, long story short, they both get their power from in the earth. You know what I'm saying? And after they beat King Kong, they defeat. Even though King Kong actually beat the fake Godzilla, but the people, they actually was able to cut the power grid off, and they destroyed him. And him and Kong, basically, tipped their hat off to each other, and they went their separate ways, man. And boy, can't respect the video, but they defeated the fake Godzilla, and it just wasn't nothing bad about the movie. I just don't have nothing bad to say about it. It wasn't too much storyline, wasn't too much talking. It was suspenseful. It had a lot of. It was a great movie. It was a legit great movie. And I say this at least a 90 out of 100%, man. And they just did their thing, bro. The fighting scenes was dope. I think Godzilla is more powerful than King Kong, but when he got his little spear out, it was really equal. But originally, in the first King Kong vs. Godzilla back in 1962, Kong won because Godzilla in that storyline was still seen as a villain. So they wanted the good to proceed over bad. So Godzilla was actually the villain. That's why they let King Kong beat him. So really, Godzilla was never really the villain. He was always trying to protect him. But doing that and that little storyline, they looked at Godzilla as the villain. And that's why they allowed King Kong to put hands on him. But, to be honest, Godzilla, especially without King Kong, without the spear, Godzilla is the more powerful creature, though. But, it's like they had put a twist in there. And technically, Godzilla beat King Kong. But King Kong was able to come back, especially with the people power, with the people shutting down the power or shutting down the robotic King Kong. Kong was actually, they had both actually won. Because robotic King Kong, the robotic Godzilla, was beating Godzilla ass, but they was able to power them down. They jumped them, and Godzilla did. King Kong, actually defeated the fake Godzilla with help. But it's a great movie, man. Great movie, and especially I think the last fighting scene was best, but the first fight scene they had when they was dragging them in the ocean, that was a great fight scene too, man. And to me, it was a lot of action. To me, the storylines never really got dull. It was just like an up-tempo song. With an up-tempo song, you don't have no lows. It's straight energy. They might talk in the beginning, but this was like an up-tempo song. And it just, it was great. The storylines weren't bad. It kept you interested. It kept you intrigued. I just don't really have nothing bad to say about the movie. The movie was A1. I think it was at least a 9 out of 10, 90 out of 100. And it'd be interesting to see if they tag team and beat on the monsters. But long story short, Godzilla went back to the ocean. King Kong got his new home, his new environment. It's a great movie. So Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media subscriptions. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook than Instagram. Facebook group link in the description. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Want to make a donation? Just share the video. Check out the movie review playlist. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time. We gone. Peace.